What's up, my YouTube family? I know I haven't made a video for a while, but we are back. Joker's Customs Garage. Yep, that's what we're calling it. Joker's Customs. Or some people call it the Joker's Customs and Fabrication Garage. So we're back in the garage today. Today is Saturday. It's cold as hell out here in Ohio. So I got up, took a shower. As everybody knows, I work first shift Monday through Friday for the past 3 weeks. Well, for the past 2 weeks. And it's been going real good. I'm loving it. I don't like getting up in the mornings. I'm not a morning person. I like to stay up at night. I've been like that ever since I was 7, 8 years old, maybe older. I always was stuck in a bedroom. I always never came out of my room. So I would stay up late. And even on a school day, I would stay up late, sleep for 4 hours, get up, go to school, be at school for 8 o'clock in the morning, clear up until 2:30 in the afternoon, come home, and I'd be working on models in my bedroom after I do homework and stuff. So I'm not a morning person. I know I said the last video I ever made, I know I said that we was going to do a lot of shit this weekend. We was going to work on the Trailblazer and work on the Kia and stuff like that, do videos and stuff. It's just been very hectic for me. Been having a lot of stuff go on in my life right now. I have pissed off a lot of people, so I'm trying not to let it bother me. Trying to spend time with my family. Being stressed. We're down to only one vehicle right now, so trying to work, get a paycheck every week, save the paycheck, pay the bills, try to get the Trailblazer up and going so I can sell the Trailblazer, so we can sell it and put a down payment on a new car so we don't have to worry about it breaking down all the time, or once a week or once a year or 3 times a year, 4 times a year. It's just been a very hectic beginning of the first year. But the only thing I can be doing is staying positive. The only thing I can do is stay positive. And when I say I piss off a lot of people, it's because honestly, I only been at my job for going on 3 months, and this program I'm through, it's a lot of people in this group who's going through this program is it's not a guaranteed hired in. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So a lot of people think I'm an ass kisser, but I'm not an ass kisser. They think I got in to the right people and got into this pet. No, that's not how this worked. I'm like stoked. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited where I'm at in my life, but these people don't understand how hard I work to get where I'm at in my job. They don't realize that I come in early. I work 12-hour shifts. I come in on the weekends and work weekend shift every other weekend or every weekend. I might go in and work a couple hours, or actually you can't work a couple hours. You got to work at least 5 to 8 hours if you're doing overtime. But you see what I'm saying? And then when you're done doing your job at work, I don't just stand there and bullshit with everybody. I literally go and ask questions. I go and to another department of my building that I work in, and I will ask questions. I will grab a wrench. If someone needs help, I will pick up a wrench and be like, all right, show me how to do this. And they will teach me how to do it, and I will start turning wrenches if I'm not painting. So it's one of those things where people are getting pissed off at me because these people that I'm in school with has been at their job for anywhere from 2 years to 6 years. And they're temps, just like me. They are a temp. So they've been a temp for anywhere from a year to 6 years. And here I am come in, and I've been there at my job for 2.5 months to 3 months, and I get into this program, right? So it pisses a lot of people off. And does it bother me? Yes, it bothers me. But I try not to let it bother me because I don't like to piss people off. If someone's been there longer than I have, as long as they're doing their job correctly and they're doing it to the full of their ability, and they are taking the extra steps when they're done doing their job, and they go and ask questions, then they should be in the program too. But the way this company works is they stick a name in a hat, they shake up the hat, they stick their hand in a hat, and they start drawing names. Well, I got that name drawn. I got a name drawn. My name was drawn. So I don't understand why people get pissed off. You know, just like I have this one dude. It's in my class, and he's a painter, and I don't know where he's a painter at, but he's a painter, and I heard him over talking. It's bullshit because I'm the best painter, and it don't matter if you're the best painter or not. It really don't. It don't matter if you're the best wrench turner. It don't matter if you're the best builder. It's what your work skill is. It's how you work. It's how you take that extra step to learn. You know? Okay, for an example. Let's say I'm the best painter they have, and I go out and I'm painting all my parts. Bam, 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 bam. Well, I'm done. I ran out of parts to paint. I'm the best painter though, and I ran out of parts to paint. Instead of me just standing there playing on the computer or playing solitaire or playing on my phone, I will go to the other painting booth. The paint booth that I'm not allowed to paint in yet. I go to the other paint booth and I watch them paint. I learn what they're doing. I ask questions on how they do that, what to tape off, what to do, how do you do this, why are you painting it this way, and stuff like that, because you never know. If I might get into that position one day. Okay? If we don't have any of those units to paint, I go down, see how they're doing, if they need help. If they're like, I don't have nothing to paint for another 2 hours, okay, I will go back down to my paint booth. I will check to see if I have anything at my paint booth to paint. If I still don't have nothing to paint, I will go next to pre-build. I will walk over to pre-build and talk to a couple guys, be like, hey, what are you guys doing? How you guys doing this? What's the torque specs? What's this? What's that? You see what I'm saying? So it don't matter if you're the best. It's the way you present yourself. It's the way you what's the word I'm looking for? The way you work, the way you hold yourself, the way the instead of just standing in one spot at your one area and going, I don't get paid enough to go over to the next area. I'm not allowed to go over to the next area. I will go over to the next area. I don't care. If I'm not allowed to put a bolt or a nut or a washer or a piston or something in that machine, I won't. But I will ask questions. Hey, how many degrees are you putting that in? I want to learn. I want to learn how this machine works, you know? That way, when I am done and I do go to these classes, I got a little bit of knowledge of what our company does. What do we do? So I can at least pass the class, or I at least know what the teacher's talking about. See what I'm saying? So if anybody's watching this and knows what my channel is, do that. Do that. Because I guarantee you get noticed quicker. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. No beans. I am not better than nobody. I'm stupider than a box of fucking rocks. But when it comes to work, I want to take the next step in my job. I want to learn more. Just in case one day I come in on a weekend. Let's say I work Monday through Thursday and I'm off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. What if I get pissed off and I don't want to be at home? Or what if something happens where my wife's not at home and I don't want to be home by myself so I can go to work? Or what happens if I get into a pickle where I need extra money and I want to go to work? So when I go to work on a Friday or a Saturday, when I go in there and I go to my paint booth and I'm like, well, fuck, there is nothing to fucking do. At least I will walk down to someone in the next part of the line and go, hey man, what you doing? Why is this here for? Why is that there? Why are you putting it together this way? Like, what's this thing do? Why are you doing it this way? Why are you tightening the bolt down to 60 foot-pounds when I thought it was supposed to be tightened down at 160 foot-pounds? And they can explain, no, these bolts on this cylinder is supposed to be tightened down at 60 foot-pounds, but what you're talking about is on the next part of the line where they will tighten them down to 160. See what I'm saying? I'm learning. And then, you know, this company that I work for is the very first company. When they see you bouncing around in the factory, or they see someone walking you through the factory and talking to you and you're asking questions, they hear that, and then they will sit there and remember that and be like, holy shit, this dude really wants to, like, he's not just staying in one area. He's wanting to learn more. So he might be a liability to this company. So my advice to anybody out there, always take that next step. Always take that next step. Just don't go in and just do your job. I've done this my whole entire life. I've done this ever since I worked and I was able to start working. I just wouldn't go in and be like, all right, change oil. Okay, let's change the oil in this Kia. Bam. Done. Okay, we got the oil changed. Instead of going over here to my desk, sitting down and just playing on my phone or whatever, I know that the brakes got to be changed, but maybe I don't know how to change those brakes. But I'm waiting for a guy to do them. But I already got my job done. I already got my oil changed. I already changed the oil. That's my job. That's what I get paid to do, change oil. I don't get paid to change brakes, right? So ever since I was able to work, instead of just changing the oil, I would go over here and be like, hey bro, I see you're changing brakes. How do you change the caliper on that? How do you remove the caliper, or why are you removing the caliper? What am I supposed to be looking for if I'm going to be changing brakes? You know what I mean? I'm over here learning how to change brakes on a car, instead of, my job was just to change oil. That's what I get paid to do. But I'm not getting paid to ask questions. I'm not getting paid to learn, but I'm still doing it. You see what I'm saying? I'm still taking that step. So that way, when that boss walks through my door or walks through the door and he sees me and he walks over and he's standing there and I'm sitting there going, yeah, okay. So you take those 2 bolts out and that's how the caliper comes off. Okay, cool. So these pads are metal to metal, so the rotor's bad too, right? Or can you turn the rotor? And that boss is hearing me asking these questions because that's looking at him going, wow, this dude wants to learn. He might be a liability to my company. He might be just a liability to my company. He might make this company grow faster because now he's asking questions and I only have one guy that knows how to change brakes. So that means if he knows how to change oil and he's over here learning how to change brakes, we might be able to get more cars in and out of the garage. You see what I'm saying? So if you take that step, people will learn or see that. And my whole entire life working at factories, grocery stores, fast food, I've done that. I've done that. But nobody's noticed that. None of the highwigs or the bosses ever noticed that until I started this company. When I started at this company, now they're noticing, and I'm sitting there going, wow, how in the fuck did I get here? I've done this my whole entire life, but nobody's ever recognized me. How in the fuck did I just get recognized at this company? Well, the answer is this company appreciates the work you do. You're just not there. You're just not a person. It's there to work. They're appreciating your work. They're appreciating what you're doing. And I would recommend this to anybody that works. Always take that next step. Always go in, get your job done, and take that next step so you can be what they're wanting, not what they're wanting you to be, but if you're wanting to move up on the ladder, this is the way to do it. And I've done this my whole entire life and I never got recognized. I never got recognized. Never. This is how I got into this program. This is how I got into these classes. This is how I got recognized. And the head bosses came up to me and it's like, yo, do you want to be in this program to get hired in here full time? Because we need a guy like you. That's why we're all in this class. All 13 of us is why we're in this class. Because we was recognized by something we done at work. Because we took the next step. And these people, it don't matter if you've been there for a month, 2.5 months, 3 months. It don't matter if you've been there for a year, to 2 years, to 3 years, to 6 years, to 7 years, to 8 years. You finally got recognized. Because every time you came into your job, you did something different. You did something to get recognized different. You see what I'm saying? So you went for work for, say, a whole year, and you've seen all these people going through class, and it's like, man, I want to fucking get hired in here. I want in this job. I like this job. What am I doing wrong? And then each day you did something different. And finally, it might have took 5 years or 2 years or a year, but they finally seen that was turning. You know, it could be how many days you missed of work. It couldn't be how many days you took off work. It could be, well, he's got PTO, so as soon as he gets PTO, he takes PTO every day. Every time he gets PTO, he's gone. Every month, as soon as he gets 8 hours of PTO, he's on his PTO. He's taking that day off every time. And then you stop taking PTO, and now they're like, whoa, shit, he just got PTO today. Why is he here at work? Huh. Got to keep an eye on him. You see what I'm saying? because now you're becoming what they're looking for. Now you became a liability for them. Now they're wanting you because you stopped doing that and you changed something in your life. You changed something to work harder at. You might not even know you're working hard. You might not even know that you changed it, but you did if you think back. Like me, I don't know what the fuck I did to get into this class, to be honest with you. Everything I ever done at other jobs, I have done at this job. I go to work every day. I get off every day. I go in when I'm supposed to go in. I work a couple hours on the weekends when I need extra money. Blah, blah, blah. I work my 12 hours. I go home. If I can't work 12 hours, I will make up those other hours on the weekend, you know. So I don't know. I don't know. But today, I'm done rambling about my job. I'm done rambling about how people are treating me. Just like for an example, I know someone who wants me to work on a vehicle, okay? Every time they come into my garage, they're like, man, you're doing a good job on this Kia. Wow, you can do body work, you can do this, you can do that. Man, why don't you start you a business? You're good at it, you're good at it. And then one time their car breaks down, hey man, I noticed you need a part for your car. I have it, I got it up here on the top shelf. Let me find it. Then you find the part, show them the part, and then they're like, oh, it's kind of different than what I see in this picture. No, it's the same fucking part. You just sat here and told me how good I am at my job, and I'm good at knowing what I'm doing. Here's the part for your car, and then they're, oh no, I just go to the junkyard and buy it, and then I will go and have someone pay it. I'd rather have someone else do it and pay them $300 to have it fixed, instead of you volunteering your time and I can have it done for free. I'm just going to go and spend money to have it done. Okay, fine, whatever. I don't care. Whatever, go do your thing. But I guarantee you, when I get that certificate saying I'm a legit business, if they come to my shop and say, hey, can you work on this? Nope. Now I got to charge you price. Now I got to charge you full price, because now, since I'm a legit business, I can't up and down my prices. Now you got to pay $75 an hour for me to work on your car. So it might take me an hour to change it, to work on it. So now you got $75 plus labor, plus the parts, plus this, plus that. Now you're at $400, $500 now. Know what I mean? You should have got me when you said I was good at my job. You should have got at me when that happened. And I hate when people do that. So, you know, this summer I will be a legit business. And how to be a legit business is you just go and get your business license, and you pay so much money to get the business license. Then you turn around and then you have a business. Just like I'm buying a car trailer this summer. Here in a couple months. I'm buying a car trailer. That way I can go and buy 4 or 5 to $1,000 vehicles, bring them back to my house, haul them back to my house. If they need a brake line, I will put new brake lines on it. I will change out the oil. I will change out all the fluids. I will make sure the car runs and drives good for a couple days or a week or whatever. Drive the car for a couple weeks and see how it drives. If it don't need any more things done to it, then I will turn around and sell it. That's what I want to do. I want to fix cars up and resell them. But I have to have a business license to do that. In my county, where I live, I have to have a business license. So that way I can do it. People are like, oh no, you can't do it. You can't do it. You got to go to school. You got to do this. You got to do that. You can't just start a business. You got to have the business side of it. You got to go to school for business. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have to go to school for any shit. You don't have to go to school to be a singer. You don't have to go to school to become a movie star. You don't have to go to school to become a mechanic. You don't have to go to school to become a body man. You don't have to do those things. If you got the knowledge and you're good at what you do, and you can do it to the fullability of your knowledge to make it look like a car it's coming off the showroom floor, then bam, you're good. You're good. You don't have to go to school. Like, for an example, I went to school for 1.5 years for body work, working on bodies, changing out fenders, fixing them, using Bondo and painting and stuff like that. Then I got in some trouble and I had to leave school, right? So I graduated from another school. So when I graduated from the other school, I went to my grandfather and I said, hey, can you help me? Can you help me, teach me more? So he taught me more, how to do body work on cars, how to become a mechanic on a vehicle, how to change brakes and rotors and back brakes and drums and transmissions and how to hook up linkages and how to change head gaskets and how to change alternate, just everything about a car he taught me. Am I certified? No. But can I start a business? Yes, I can start a business. Can I get people to come to me? Fuck yeah, I can get people to come to me. Because I technically know how to work on vehicles. I can work on engines. I can work on bodies, I can fabricate. I can paint. And I also can do small engine repair. My dad taught me how to do small engine repair. So I know how to do small engines on lawnmowers and tractors and shit like that. How to sharpen blades, how to change out a motor and put a new motor on, or how to change a head gasket on a riding lawnmower if it needs a head gasket. You see what I'm saying? I know how to do those things. Wow, you still be interacting with customers. Can you interact with? Yes, I can interact with customers. I got good customer skills. My dad taught me that. The only thing you need to be a legit business is to be true to yourself and be honest with the customers. Don't have a customer walk through your door and you're sitting there and going, oh yeah, I can change the oil, but you need brakes changed. Yeah, you definitely need brakes changed. So I went ahead and changed your brakes, even though you came in here for an oil. No. What you do is, customer comes into your shop. He wants an oil change. You change his oil, but you see, when you back the car out of the garage to go park it, when you back it up, when you're done with the oil change, you notice that the front brakes are kind of like grinding. It's like, whoa, what's that noise? That sounds metal to metal, man. Sounds like he might need some brakes. So you wait till the customer comes to your shop, or you get on the phone. If he's not picking up his car in the next day or two, you get on the phone and you talk to him. Hey man, I understand you brought your car in for an oil change, but I went to go back it out. Have your brakes ever squealed? Yeah. Like sound like metal to metal? Yeah. Well, that's your brakes. They're metal to metal. I would recommend to get those changed quick as possible, because you're going to end up having problems with your brakes. And I don't want to see you out on the road driving and your brakes give out. If the customer is like, okay, yeah, I get them fixed sometime. That's on him. Okay? But then he comes and picks up his car. Hey man, me and my wife was talking, and what you called me about the front brakes, we're just going to go ahead and have you change them. Just go ahead and change them. All right, cool. I will order the parts, and give me about an hour. The parts will be here, and then I will get those changed, and I will give you a call quick as possible. All right, 2 hours comes by. I got the brakes changed, took the car for a test drive. Everything's working properly. Bam. call the customer, hey man, your car's done. Wow, that was quick. You said a day. I know. Got it done. Come on by. Bam. He comes by, he pays me. He's a happy customer. That's called customer skills. That's how you talk to customers. You just don't get a car in your shop and, yeah, I need an oil change. And then you turn around, change the oil, go ahead and change the brakes, go ahead and fix the exhaust, go ahead and fix the window, and go ahead and buy a new mirror for the car, and then bam. And then the customer comes in and you, okay, that's going to be $1,200. Bam, hand them the bill, and they'll be like, why did you change my brakes? Why did you put a new mirror on my car? Why did you do this? Why did you fix my exhaust? Why did you do that? I just came in here for an oil change. That's what these companies are doing now. That's how these companies get to you. Just like, for an example, when you bring a car into a shop, if I hear a little bit of squealing, I will test drive the car. All right, brakes are working good. I pull the tire off, look at the, okay, he's got another 20,000 miles left on these pads, but they're squealing. I don't know what the squealing is, but they got a lot of good brake pad left on this. And the rotor, it's not grooving or anything. Must be something on the brake pad. So let me go ahead and clean that brake pad off real quick for that customer. Put the tire back on. Bam. When the customer gets here, hey, you want me to do the oil change? I got the oil change done, but you had a little bit of squealing done, so we went ahead and took the tire off, and you had like this rock stuck between, like just like sand or something. You go through a sand pocket. Oh, you was on the beach? Okay. Well, I cleaned out the sand between the rotor and the brake pad. Now the rotor has just a little groove in it. Nothing major. It's not going to hurt anything. You're not going to wreck, or you're going to be able to stop and stuff. But here in probably another 10,000 miles, you might want to get that checked, or in another 5,000, you might want to, get that rotor checked to make sure it's still okay. But I'm not going to charge you for taking that, cleaning your brake pads off to get that sand out of there. I won't charge you. I just charge you for the oil change. That customer's happy as can be because he didn't get shit on. You see what I'm saying? That's how you get your customers coming back. But if you go to any garage, they would come in, customer would come in, be like, yeah, I'm here to pick up my car. I had an oil change. Yep, got it done, but I also changed the brakes too. You had a bunch of sand. It looked like you was on a beach somewhere, or you went through a sand pocket or something. Okay, yeah, you did. Well, yeah, those pads are junk, man. Yeah. Once you get sand in there, it destroys the pads. Yeah, you still got about that much left of the pad. That much, you still got that much left of the pad, and the rotors look great, but it looks like brand new pads. But I went ahead and changed them because once you get sand in there, it's fucked. So I went ahead and changed out your brake pads and your rotors. So that's another like $300-$400 just for the parts. But I'm not going to charge you labor. I just charge you for the parts. So, and the oil and stuff, it was $45. So you're looking at like $445. That's what I need. Yeah. You can use your credit card. I don't fucking care how you pay for it, but it needs paid. Now that's not how you're supposed to talk to a customer. That's how you're not supposed to treat a customer. That's why all these shops are doing what they're doing and ripping people off, and there is no mechanics out there. There is a very few mechanics, and most of them you will find doing their own shit out of their own garage. The honest ones. The honest mechanics you will see who are backyard mechanics. Those are the honest ones. Those are the ones that's going to be honest to you. These shops, Walmart, the muffler shop, what else? any shops, any of those businesses. There's a guy here. He's in my town. He's been in business for a very, very, very long time, since I think, early 80s or the late 70s. He started his business, Mike's Customs. Fucking badass at doing exhaust, man. He can do a fucking exhaust system. Whatever you want on your car, he can fucking do it. I don't think he does turbo stuff, but he does put exhaust on. Say, I want to change out my exhaust and put dual exhaust on. Dude, he is fucking phenomenal. And he will take you into his shop and look at your car, put your car up on a lift and be like, yeah, you need this section and this section. Me, I recommend you replacing the whole thing, but how do you want to do it? Well, I only have $200 in my pocket, so go ahead and just cut this section and this section and just splice it in if you think the pipes are okay to do that. Oh yeah, we can do that. And he will. He will literally talk to his customers. He will literally sit there and sit down with his customers and figure out the cheapest way for you. He just won't do it and be like, yeah, I put dual exhaust on here because I didn't have the elbow to come around to make a single exhaust, but so I went ahead and did dual exhaust on your Cadillac. So yeah, I know you didn't want that done, but I did it anyways because that's the only way I could do it. Yeah, so that's going to be about $1,000. No, he's still in business today, and he started his own business. He legitly started his own business, and he's in business today. There's like 2 companies in my whole town that has not been shut down or bought out, and they're still running it. And it's a mom and pop shop. That's what I like to see. I don't like to see these fucking stupid ass garages coming and buying out fucking these small little businesses because they lied to their customers and now they got all this money and they can do that shit. Fuck that. So when I start my business in the next like 20 years from now, after I start my business, and I'm in the process of starting my business right now, I have a couple cars coming that I need to work on. They're just small little things, you know. I got one coming in next week and I got to do an oil change on and putting running boards on her car. And then I got a kid coming. He's trying to gather up the money. I went to school with him, but that's why I haven't touched his car yet, because he's trying to get the money gathered up. But he's got an 86 Mustang or an 89 Mustang convertible, and he needs some rocker panels fixed on it and some rust. And then we're going to repaint the whole car for him. And that was going to happen this winter because he don't drive it in the winter. So we was going to do it this winter, but like he said, he don't have the money to do it. So, but what we was doing is he's going to buy the new rocker panels for it, and he's going to bring the rocker panels to me, and I'm going to weld them in, cut them out, weld them in, and then we're going to paint the whole car for him. So, and it used to be his dad's car, so that's what I was told anyways. It used to be his dad's car. But guys, I'm going to get off here. I will be doing another video of me working on the Kia. The garage is starting to warm up. I just want to do a quick video to apologize to everybody that I am sorry I haven't made any videos. But the shorts, I have hit enough shorts where now I got to hit 10 million shorts to start making money off my shorts. So here soon. So you're going to see a lot of short videos of me doing shorts so I can hit that 10 million. But with that being said, guys, I love you. I see you guys in the next video.